Hi, I'm Jan, and welcome to my journey. Um, I created this channel 4 years ago when I turned 50, and it has taken me 4 years, I'm now 54, to create my first video. And I have been really thinking about it quite a bit for the last month about like, I really need to start sharing my journey, not only for myself as sort of a video diary to speak, but also I think that there is possibly people out there that could be feeling the same way that I feel. Maybe they'll find some inspiration in my videos, or maybe just not feel alone in how they're doing. I also kept on like wanting to like script the video, and I thought maybe I need to just come on and be like real, raw, and um, show my true self versus something that's scripted and edited and perfect, right? Because here's the thing: life isn't perfect. Nobody's life is perfect. I watch a lot of videos and I think, oh my God, look, their house is so perfect. They looked so perfect. Yeah, because it's scripted. So that's why I'm here today. Because I really want to get this channel off the ground. I feel like it will empower me, give me some motivation to show what I'm able to do. And so here's some of the key points. Before I get to the key points, I need to share my iced coffee that I made. This is a s'mores flavored coffee. There's no like flavored syrups or anything, and just some oat milk and sweetened. I know it sounds really boring, doesn't it? But anyways, calories. Gotta worry about the calories. So the key points to this channel is to share my weight loss journey as I'm in my 50s. I am now postmenopausal, yay me. So I'm on that postmenopausal journey. I've got some illnesses, nothing terribly serious, but things that I'm dealing with that I do think that people that are experiencing the same thing as me will find helpful. Um, and so I'll name a few. I've got, of course, high blood pressure. Who doesn't, right, in this society? I'm overweight. I weighed myself this morning. My current weight is 280 pounds, which is not good. I've got arthritis in my knees. I've got a left knee that I've had surgery on previously that has no cartilage. Um, I've got arthritis in my lower back and in my neck. Um, I also have a condition called interstitial cystitis, and that's basically what they call painful bladder syndrome. It is considered a disease. I just call it a condition. Along with that, I have overactive bladder that I manage. I also have depression, anxiety. Again, I think in today's society, who doesn't? And then, along with the interstitial cystitis, I have developed symptoms of fibromyalgia. So I do deal with a lot of pain, and that's tough some days. I do work from home. Um, I do a customer service type role that I'm able to work from home, which is fantastic. Um, just on a personal level, I am married. I've been married 26 years. My husband and I do not have children, but we have two adorable puppies. well, they're not puppies anymore. They're old ladies or old men, an old man and an old lady. Um, but they're adorable still, and they will always be my puppies. One is just coming to visit. Um, and so those are some of the things that I want to share with you. It's not always going to be serious. It will be some fun stuff occasionally. I like to cook. Um, I am struggling right now with my depression, I guess, kind of pretty steadily for the last 6 years. In the last 6, 7 years, my mother passed away, and then my older sister passed away, then my father passed away, and then my other sister passed away. She's an older sister as well. And while I wasn't terribly close with either one of my sisters, of course, we know that happens. They were still my sisters, and it's still something really, um, it has been tough to deal with. Basically, my whole immediate family, aside from my husband, has passed away. And I think that whether I have wanted it to acknowledge it or not, it has obviously affected me, and it has affected me in how I housekeep. My house used to be spotless, and it's not so much like that anymore, which is frustrating. And I want to share that too because, again, I think it's being the raw, honest, like, here is where my life is right now. And I know that when I watch videos, like raw, honest videos, I feel like I benefit from it. So I hope that I am able to help somebody or inspire somebody to perhaps either start their own journey or get back on their journey. And I think that for me, I'm just stepping back into my journey. Um, yeah, so I keep on saying yeah, and this is why I should have written down my points. But again, raw, honest, uncut. What else? Some of the other things that I want to do is I would like to react to other people who are on um, uh, weight loss journeys on the YouTubes and just kind of share my thoughts on their journey. Sometimes it'll be fun, sometimes it'll be cringe, and let's get on this journey together. Let's see what we can do together to improve our lives and to find some peace and happiness in our lives. And I think happiness is really a big thing. I spoke with a therapist a while ago, and she said to me, she posed a question to me, and she said, "When was the last time you felt happy or joy, or you did something that made you happy?" And gosh, like I could not give her an answer. And I'm not saying that my life is horrible, but I could not honestly answer that question. And that was really tough, like to have to really think about something that hard. That makes you kind of wake up and know that you need to make some changes in your life. And that has really sat with me for quite a while. And I thought, and I just keep thinking, like, why, like, what changes do I need to make in my life to start that, to feel that experience of happiness? Like, I have so many things. I've got crafts that I like to do and reselling, and I like to cook, and I love wine tasting and making specialty cocktails. Um, I love being outside in my yard and in the pool. but everything has just gotten away from me so much in the last, I don't know, like 5, 6 years, that I just feel so overwhelmed by what it would take to get to that point. Um, I have that mindset, when you were growing up. You can't go out and play, so to speak, unless you do your homework or your chores. So for that, I guess, has been ingrained in me. So I haven't really let myself enjoy my life because I have these things hanging over my head. Um, my living room is not the way that I would want it to be. This little corner of my living room is not so bad, but the rest needs some TLC. My kitchen is always a mess. My spare bedroom, where I have my crafting and my office, where I do my work every day, and all the other stuff, is a mess. My bedroom, which is meant to be my sanctuary, right? It's a mess. I just have like this pile of clothes that just seems insurmountable to deal with. Deep breaths, deep breaths. My husband had a medical issue last year, so our yard really didn't get a lot of TLC. My back patio, where is, very nice, but it's a mess and I can't seem to get to it. Like, I just feel like I'm trudging through mud and uphill at the same time. And it's just been really difficult, and it's something I want to change about myself. Um, I don't want to spend my time off cleaning. Like, I've found myself in the past, like, scheduling days off to clean. What kind of fun is that? Like, what am I going to look back on my life later on and think, well, I did a lot of cleaning. um, Not that I went here and did this, or I had this experience, or, gee, I remember the days where we used to just pick up and go. And those were the kind of things that my husband and I used to experience. We'd get to the weekend, we would make sure that, the laundry was done and the house cleaning was done. And then we would spend our Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday just enjoying um, life. And it doesn't feel like that now. And I want to get back to that. So that's truly why I started this channel, along with getting back to a healthy weight, or somewhat healthy weight. 280 pounds is definitely not healthy. And it's definitely not where I want to be. Now, I am down from where I was. I had actually gotten over a little bit over 300 pounds. So I'm down probably, I think, like 20 pounds. I might have like reached 310, which is like the tipping point where I was like, enough's enough. Um, but in terms of my weight loss currently, I'm not on any kind of GLP-1. My insurance doesn't cover it. I don't know how I feel about going on like a compound GLP-1 through all these other, like hers or Row, or I think a new one is Mochi. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm doing some research to see if I think it's safe enough, and the cost involved, because, we have a budget. But in the meantime, I've got some things here. I have these notebooks that I have been like writing notes in forever. Just tips and think, I'll watch a video and I'll write down, some of the things that they suggest. I also have a food journal that I was bound and determined to be successful in. Um, yeah, there's way more empty pages than there are pages with stuff in them. Um, this week has not been such a great week, but last week was a better week. Um, I did track all my food or write down all my food, and I know that there's apps that can do that, but I, for some reason, like paper and pen. And this also gives you this journal. I got this from Amazon. It gives you let's see. Let's see if I can find a. Oh, here we go. It gives you, a calendar that you can fill in, and then you've got your days for your food, and then in the back they give you some stickers. I think this brand is Shine. I think it says Shine. I don't know. I'll try to link it. And then you get some stickers to use for motivation. There's a little pocket in the back for the stickers, and then you need to add something else in there. And then in the back, there's some spots for, like notes, um, calories that you can fill out, like for different products, and measurement tracker, and then you can do your body measurements here. And I do want to fill all that in. It hasn't been top priority for me. And so this is one of the things that I'm going to try to be more consistent in. So that's one of my first goals, is consistently tracking my food, and not so much. I don't want to say that I don't worry about the calories, but I'm not. I think I'm more concerned right now about what I'm actually putting in my mouth. But I'm also looking at portion sizes. I'll give you an example of something that I did like 2 weeks ago. I made some rice with, I did kind of like an Asian style, or like a Polynesian style rice. It had like an egg scrambled, uh, a coconut jasmine rice, like the 97 microwave pack thing, pineapple, green onions, and soy sauce. And I, it was so good. I ate that whole package of rice. My husband's not a rice eater, but I ate the whole package of rice myself. That the serving size of that package of rice, I think, is 2 or 3. Um, so when I realized that afterwards, I was like, oh my God, I ate all that like for dinner. I mean, it was so good. Now, compared to what I could have eaten, right? It's definitely better than like a Big Mac and a fries and a shake, right? So less calories. But still, the portion should have been, I should have portioned that out into 3 portions and ate my portion and had been done with it. And if I was still hungry, I could have had a piece of fruit. So those are the things that I want to concentrate on, keeping the calories in mind, but also keeping the portions in mind, and how often I'm eating, and all those things. So I'll do a separate video on all that minutia of food, because I feel like that's just such a huge part. And I feel like as a person that diets a lot, food is always like top priority. It's like always here, like, what am I going to eat? Like, How much am I going to eat? Is it going to be healthy? What kind of protein's in it? Is it too much fat? All those fun things. So I feel like I've gone on long enough. This has been a 20-minute video at this point, but I really just wanted to start out by introducing myself, giving my why for making this channel, and I hope that you want to take this journey with me and look out for the next video. I will be at, I want to, my goal is to post a video at least once a week, um, and perhaps some shorts to go along with it, unless there is something that I desperately need to talk about. But if you found this video and you like it and you think it's content that you would be interested in, please follow me, like and share my video. I really am trying to make this channel successful. I also have another channel where I do some other non-related health stuff, and it's called Jan Does Stuff. And that's where I do crafting, I talk about cooking, um, and I do nails. You can see that my nails are not painted right now. I'm going to be doing a nail video later on today. And yeah, so check it out. Hit the bell button and the subscribe and do the thing. And my next video will be coming quicker than you would think because I'm going to clean my office today and I'm going to do a clean with me. So that will be posted very shortly after this. So thanks. Have a fantastic day. Find some happiness. You deserve it. And I'll talk to you soon.